Hello everyone, my name is Brent. I'm an area sales manager for OnRobot based in our Dallas, Texas office. Thanks for taking the time to join me here. I have just a quick 3-minute presentation I wanted to share with you. The topic that I chose for this presentation is collaborative automation and goals for first-time users. And so before we get into those goals, I'd like to start with a quick question. Why consider a collaborative robot solution? And so I took kind of 3 bullet points that I felt were the biggest benefits of the collaborative robot environment, and I wanted to share those. So number 1, easy programming. These robots are very intuitive, simple programming language, typically drag and drop functionality, icon driven. The message here is I believe that anybody can learn to utilize these robots. The big benefit there is you no longer need a full-time robot programmer on staff. Your staff can learn to use these robots. Fast setup. Deployment time is typically now a day or so, maybe hours, but it's no longer weeks for deployment. So these robots can come into your floor, get set up quickly, and start earning that return on investment. And then the last one, extremely flexible. Easy to redeploy these robots by simply swapping out the end of arm tooling. Right, once you have the new tool on the robot, the programming is simple, and then you're up and running with a new task for this robot. So very flexible. The RIA tells us that the future of collaborative robots includes extreme, robust growth and an expansion into a wide range of diverse industries, and we're certainly seeing that today. Kind of the second part that I wanted to get into, let's talk a little bit about those goals. And so the question would be, how do we stay focused on what matters? So as we start putting together our goals for the automation, let's start by automating those simple tasks. Find that low-hanging fruit, right? We want to make sure this first project is a home run. We knock it out of the park. We have full buy-in from management and our fellow employees that this is the way to go. And so as we're thinking about ways to improve the process, we have those 3 Ds of automation, right? Dull, dirty, and dangerous. And so maybe you come up with a dozen different areas where you think automation might work, but let's focus on those simple tasks, that low-hanging fruit. And then once we've decided where to start, let's clearly define that scope of work. Always know that we can automate incrementally. And so once you define that scope of work, stick to that and not try to have the robot do everything under the sun. Let's give it a task. Let's implement it. And then once it's in, that 3rd bullet point of taking ownership. Make sure those employees are properly trained. We've done our risk assessment. And then I've even seen companies that will have kind of a fun naming contest where they name their new coworker, their robot. They give it a name. It's part of the team. And so I hope this information helped you. Have a safe and happy New Year, and thank you for your time today. Bye-bye.